Welcome to lumberpro, where explosions happen without warning. Get ready for some of the most intense and amazing fire moments caught on camera. Unexpected, unstoppable, unforgettable. Check it out. Welcome to lumberpro channel. A sudden lightning strike triggered a deafening explosion in the blink of an eye, a sound so powerful it seemed to tear the sky apart. When nature unleashes its fury, the spectacle is both awe-inspiring and terrifying, a chilling reminder of forces far beyond human control. A terrifying explosion lit up the sky like a giant fireball erupting out of nowhere, blasting everything in its path. The shockwave shook the ground, sending people fleeing in all directions. Screams echoed through the chaos as panic gripped the scene. It happened in mere seconds, but the horror it left behind will be remembered for a long time. A massive explosion tore through the dead of night, unleashing a terrifying scene that no one could forget. The deafening blast shattered the stillness of the darkness as towering flames illuminated the pitch-black sky.
Fire in the hole!
The explosion appeared to be anticipated, with barricades set up and all residents evacuated safely away from the house. A man miraculously escaped death after the semi-truck carrying him got stuck. The truck caught fire fiercely, with flames rapidly consuming the entire body of the vehicle, leaving it severely damaged and nearly completely destroyed. The flames roared fiercely, engulfing the entire house in a blazing sea of fire, spreading rapidly and relentlessly as everything seemed to be consumed before our eyes. Firefighters rushed in, spraying powerful streams of water, desperately trying to contain the raging blaze. Despite their relentless efforts, the damage to the home has become severe, painting a tragic and haunting scene.
I don't know.
A powerful explosion erupted, sending a fireball into the sky. Screams rang out, echoing the sheer panic. The man tried kicking a smoking washer-dryer, and it suddenly exploded. A reckless and foolish act. A racing car was carefully being loaded onto a tow truck, ready to be taken for repairs after a malfunction. Suddenly, its engine catastrophically failed and exploded with a deafening blast. The explosion shook the entire area, sending bystanders into a panic as they scattered in all directions. Thick smoke and flames rose high, leaving behind a chaotic and tragic scene, especially heartbreaking because it was a powerful supercar, a symbol of speed and strength.
So what happened up there exactly?
Near as we can tell, Charger exploded, and when it launched the turbine wheel out, it blew the elbow off of it. It went back, hit the cold side just above the air intake, which aspirated the engine. Then there was nothing stopping it, and all the shutoffs would have failed. It continued backwards, hit the breather filter, sheared that off, and shattered the windshield. It just ran away on its own oil after that. There was no way we could stop it.
I saw the driver got out pretty quickly.
Заведем машину? Да.
What started as a seemingly ordinary car fire quickly turned into a terrifying disaster. At first, just a faint trail of smoke and a few small flames emerged from the engine bay. But within seconds, a rapid series of 5 to 6 violent explosions ripped through the vehicle, like fireworks detonating in the middle of the street. Each explosion sent shockwaves through the air, igniting massive fireballs that engulfed the entire car. Thick black smoke spiraled upward, blanketing the sky above. The force of the blast shattered the windows, sending shards flying in all directions. Bystanders screamed and ran in panic, trying to escape the danger zone. In moments, the car was nothing more than a charred, twisted metal frame. Police forces were dispatched to the scene, but the damage was already evident. The car had been completely incinerated, and the surrounding area was shrouded in a heavy atmosphere filled with thick smoke and the acrid stench of burning. Approaching the vehicle was impossible, as multiple items inside had continued to explode in succession, posing a serious danger. The explosion thundered with terrifying force, ripping through the air in an instant. Thick, pitch-black smoke surged upward like a towering pillar, engulfing the sky. The sheer danger of the blast sent chills down the spines of all who witnessed it. Before us, a chain of explosions erupts in rapid succession, each blast thundering through the air with terrifying force. In an instant, everything nearby is obliterated. Debris flies in all directions. The ground trembles beneath the impact. Thick smoke and dust rise into the sky, blanketing the area in a choking haze, turning the scene into a wasteland of destruction and disbelief. Flames erupted on an upper floor, with thick white smoke billowing into the sky. Scorched debris fell from above, adding to the danger below. Firefighters approached from multiple directions, working urgently to bring the blaze under control.
Eric, repeat that.
A massive explosion erupted from a gas pipeline at a fuel station, shaking the entire area. Towering flames shot into the sky, accompanied by thick, black smoke spiraling upward with the blaze. The searing heat radiated in all directions as the ferocious fire surged higher and higher, reaching heights of several dozen meters. Eyewitnesses described the scene as a hellish inferno unfolding in real life. A terrifying explosion suddenly erupted, launching everything into the air. Vehicles, people, everything was caught in a violent storm of destruction, leaving behind significant losses. The blast occurred right in the heart of a bustling street, where smoke and dust filled the sky, turning it a dark, ominous gray. Chaos unfolded in every direction, visible in the frantic eyes and desperate screams of those caught in the mayhem. Something suddenly exploded with immense force, shattering everything around it in an instant. The deafening blast tore through the air, sending debris flying in all directions and A car was engulfed in fierce flames in the middle of the road, with towering flames and thick black smoke billowing into the sky. Amid the chaotic scene, a group of people, disregarding the danger, rushed in together to pull the victim from the burning vehicle, desperately fighting to snatch life from the grip of the fire. Aerial footage captures the terrifying moment a massive blaze erupts, spewing hundreds of fiery sparks into the air like a storm of glowing embers. A strong gust from below appears to fuel the flames, propelling them high into the sky. The entire scene is both mesmerizing and horrifying, as the inferno engulfs the area in a sea of red-hot fire. A massive bolt of lightning struck the Maca clock tower, creating a breathtaking and terrifying spectacle. Blinding streaks tore through the night sky like fiery blades, followed by thunder that rumbled and echoed for seconds, as if the heavens themselves were roaring. The city held its breath, gripped by the sheer force of nature's fury. A massive fire has broken out at a storage yard and is spreading at an alarming rate. The fierce flames are devouring everything in their path, swallowing the entire site within moments. Thick black smoke billows into the sky, cloaking the area in a choking haze. Against the darkness of night, the intense red glow of the fire casts a terrifying, haunting scene, like a nightmare unfolding in real life.
Oh my God.
A homeless encampment in the heart of downtown Seattle suddenly became the source of a fierce wildfire. The flames ignited small at first, then slowly spread, as if savoring its prey, devouring patches of trees and familiar corners of the city. Thick, black smoke billowed upwards, cloaking the sky in chaos and danger. Those nearby could feel the looming threat.
Shit! What? What the? Holy sh... Yo! Holy shit! Yo! What the fuck? Yo, is it? Yo! Yo, what the? I think he's dead, bro.
The colossal explosion erupted like a blazing fireball, its fierce light engulfing everything around. Horrified screams shattered the air in chaotic waves. Towering black smoke spiraled skyward, like a dark beast swallowing the heavens whole. The power lines right in front of the house caught fire fiercely, with wires sparking and crackling explosively, creating an extremely dangerous and tense scene. The flames spread rapidly, threatening the safety. The explosion thundered across the sky, followed by a massive blaze roaring fiercely, with thick black smoke rising high into the night sky. Panic swept through the area, screams of terror echoed non-stop, and people scattered wildly, desperately trying to escape. The flames burned with terrifying intensity, thick black smoke rising high into the sky, revealing that this fire was far from small in the dead of night. This fierce scene was captured by a passerby on their phone, leaving viewers shuddering at the overwhelming destructive power of the blaze. A car crashed on the road and suddenly caught fire. As the flames spread rapidly, bystanders rushed in, desperately trying to pry open the jammed door to rescue the victim trapped inside. Every second passed in tense, breathless urgency as smoke and fire closed in. A terrifying explosion suddenly erupted, with fierce flames blazing and thick, choking black smoke billowing high into the sky. The deafening blast echoed throughout the area, sending people nearby into a state of panic as they scattered wildly in all directions, desperate to find safety. The thunderous explosions from wartime bombings tear through the sky, unleashing terrifying scenes of fire, thick black smoke, and trembling ground. War is brutal and merciless. The $24 million superyacht caught fire fiercely just weeks after being delivered to its owner. Flames engulfed the vessel as thick, black smoke billowed heavily into the sky, creating a chaotic and terrifying scene on the water. It was a dramatic day at the grain dryer facility. A serious incident triggered a fire that broke out on the roof of the dryer, sending flames shooting into the air. Fortunately, no injuries have been reported, but significant damage to the plant is unavoidable. As of now, the fire continues to smolder, with thick smoke still rising while emergency crews work to contain the situation.
Jason, swing left!
A massive house fire raged fiercely, with crackling explosions echoing from within the roaring flames. Firefighters were already on the scene, battling the blaze. Suddenly, the building erupted in a violent explosion, sending smoke and debris billowing across the area. Chaos followed, and significant damage is expected. A neighbor managed to capture the stunning moment lightning struck a tree with incredible force. In a flash, a blinding bolt lit up the sky, followed by a deafening crack that shook the surroundings.
That was a good one.
The explosion struck without warning, erupting like thunder as flames shot skyward through thick, choking black smoke. The blast was so powerful that debris was hurled violently in all directions, a clear sign of the devastating force behind the detonation. A building in Poznan, Poland, erupted into flames after a massive explosion in the basement. The fire spread rapidly, engulfing the structure in a terrifying blaze. Thick black smoke poured into the sky, covering the neighborhood in a dark, suffocating haze. The scene quickly turned chaotic as numerous fire trucks and police vehicles arrived on site, racing to contain the fire. A stunning yet powerful scene captures nature's fury brewing in the skies over Guatemala. Against a dark, overcast sky, bolts of lightning tear through the clouds, crashing above the mountaintops like the drums of an approaching storm. Brilliant flashes of light briefly illuminate the distant peaks, casting eerie shadows in the night. The wind begins to howl through the trees, carrying with it a chill and the scent of rain. It feels like a warning. A mighty storm is on its way, slow but certain, and nothing will stand in its path. This is the devastating aftermath of successive explosions, with flames rapidly spreading and consuming everything in their path. Thick black smoke blankets the area, creating a scene of utter destruction. The wailing sirens echo ceaselessly, signaling chaos and total devastation at the site. A massive and terrifying fire broke out, engulfing and destroying everything in its path. The flames erupted with intense fury, accompanied by thick, black smoke billowing high into the sky, blanketing the entire horizon. The footage captures a motorcyclist in Cambridgeshire crashing into the rear of a car and bursting into flames immediately afterward. A sudden fire broke out in the middle of the street, engulfing several supermarket stalls in intense flames. Thick black smoke filled the air, making visibility difficult. Police and firefighters arrived quickly, but the blaze remained hard to control.
If those PDs are going to be in trouble as far as that real war goes, okay? Command to all units, I want everybody off the sidewalk on both the 1 and 4 side of the building. Operate from the curb. Everybody off the sidewalk. President, be sure for the charge that one.
The vehicle suddenly caught fire, with flames rapidly engulfing its entire body. Amid the blaze, loud tire explosions echoed sharply, shaking the street. The fire raged with terrifying intensity, crackling and roaring as it devoured everything in its path. The house was being swallowed whole by the flames, the sounds echoing with eerie violence. Thick black smoke billowed upward, covering the sky. The inferno continued to blaze uncontrollably, reducing everything to ashes. A vehicle on the roadside is engulfed in flames, fire raging intensely from the front end as thick gray smoke billows into the sky. Firefighters have arrived at the scene, swiftly deploying hoses and blasting water onto the burning car. Despite their quick response, the blaze is intense and difficult to contain. From the looks of it, the car will suffer severe damage. The front section already appears to be almost completely destroyed by the fire. The explosion erupted suddenly right in front of the vehicle, leaving everyone in shock. A massive and terrifying explosion erupted, unleashing a fierce and uncontrollable blaze. The flames roared like a raging fury, engulfing everything in their path and mercilessly destroying all obstacles. Thick, dense black smoke billowed high into the sky, shrouding a vast area in darkness and choking the air with its oppressive presence. The scene sent chills down the spine of anyone witnessing the overwhelming destructive power of the fire and the chaos it left in its wake.